Hopefully everybody can hear it. Let me know if there's any issues. Woo. This was definitely fast. That's what I will tell you. There go that judge back there was twirling around that rubber band. He been doing that the whole entire trial. I don't know if he didn't listen to anything. Because that's all he been doing in the background, not taking no notes or anything or really attentive. I don't know if it's just the way he filmed it. But he's been swinging that rubber band. So they do have the defendant. That's Ronny Walker that we're seeing right over here. Sitting in the chair. And it looks like his attorney's out. I'm assuming that they'll be bringing the jury out fairly shortly. Once we're finished here, we will go back to the Christopher Davis trial that's currently happening in Florida. We're just building up a little TiVo time because I'll fast forward through the breaks and everything and any sidebars in order to keep us up to date. Okay, guys.
All rise for the jurors.
Jury's returned. You all may be seated. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My understanding is that you all have reached a verdict. All right, and who's the foreperson? Ma'am, if you could hand the verdict form to one of the bailiffs. Thank you, sir. Madam Clerk, you publish the verdict.
State of Florida versus Ronny Walker verdict form. We, the jury, find as follows as to count 1. The defendant is guilty of murder in the first degree as charged. And did the defendant actually and personally kill Nilexia Alexander? Yes. suffering related to a criminal trial proceeding or investigation of a capital felony? Yes. So say we all, dated the 24th day of June, 2025, signed foreperson of the jury.
Would the defense like the jury poll?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. Juror number 1, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 2, is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Juror number 3, is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Juror number 4, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 5, is
Just so y'all know, it's not me. It is Channel 10's live feed. It is terrible. It did this all day yesterday. Channel 13 actually had a better live feed. It typically glitches out and comes back in. I will just wait here and see if it'll come back in regards to if
For
we
a
can
10-minute
catch it.
recess while we work out a few logistic matters.
All rise.
To talk about, we have the prison release reoffender. And at what point would you like to consider that after the
After we complete the second phase.
federal, that's fine. State, no problem with that, I assume.
I'm sorry, Judge. Well, I don't have an objection.
All right, I'm not even sure under the law if it would apply to a death case anyway, because it's life or death either way. Secondly, there's the third charge, felon in possession of a firearm.
So that charge was severed, Judge.
It was severed, right? So you're just going to leave that?
Right, we'll handle that after this is
I
all.
figured as much. I just wanted to make sure that was the case.
Well, Judge, I believe we need to proceed with that now, the felon in possession charge, as far as the indictment is concerned. We're prepared. All we need is to get our fingerprints in down here, and we can proceed forward with it. We've got instructions done on it, and we've got a verdict form ready for that one as well.
That was severed from these charges, so he will be entitled to an entirely separate trial, an entirely separate jury
I don't,
on that issue. My motion to sever was granted.
Let me just say, did they do, who did the severing?
Well,
Did
you did, Judge, when the
Right.
state re-indicted Mr. Walker, and we addressed that before we selected the jury. I requested that charge be severed, and you granted my request for that to be severed.
but that's true, Judge, but I don't think you get a separate jury and everything like that. I think it's the same jury.
You absolutely do. There are 100 things that would have gone differently. First of all, that's something I would have talked to the jury about in jury selection. Second of all, there are tons of things that were admissible for the purposes of this trial that would not be admissible for purposes of that. So he's entitled to a separate trial.
I'm looking for it.
Yeah, this judge been back here twirling this rubber band, and he don't even know whether or not he severed this man's other case. How dare him? I didn't know if he was really paying attention a lot to this trial as we were going along, because he don't even know what he done did in the past. Tyre and the prosecution like, well, no, we can handle that right now with this jury. But no. If the case was severed, then that means that he, even though he's guilty on this charge, he is able to have a separate trial for this other charge that he's charged with. But let's see what the judge comes up with.
That was in June, right? This mouse goes the wrong way sometimes. Look at that. Right here. I take it your motion was oral?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Do we just want to get a copy of the time? Okay. Remember which day you made that on?
So it's been, it wasn't a bifurcation, it was a severance.
I understand. So that would have been the 11th. I'll just look at the transcript to make sure of the wording.
Yes,
So did you file a written order on that, Your Honor? Was that in?
Well, I'm going to order a copy of the transcript on the 11th of June. All the arguments prior to the beginning of jury selection. So whatever was done. Does that make any sense? Madam Court Reporter.
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't
Oh, yeah.
here.
So, okay. So
I think it was Mia.
Mia was there that day, so I'll get with Mia. All right.
Okay.
Very good. Next, if let's ignore that issue for now. So before we enter the death phase,
and it would be my position that even if the court were to proceed on that, that we should do that after the second phase as well.
I would agree with that also. The same, even if it was the same jury, it should probably go after the death phase, so there's no, and it might even be you could actually have it contemporaneously with, or use some of the testimony and evidence. They're going to be introducing a lot of that anyways, an aggravating factor. But I'm not worried about that. All right, so let's say that we'll take tomorrow off and we'll start Thursday morning. And how many days do you anticipate your case would take on the penalty, on the
State's case, half a day to, maybe some little bit in the afternoon. Well, it's not gonna be long.
Okay, and it's defense, and I'm not holding you to anything, I'm just curious.
Approximately 8 to 10 witnesses, one of which will be on Zoom.
We don't do Zoom.
I'm sorry?
We don't do Zoom.
Oh, we're handling all of the Zoom.
I don't,
Handling all the arrangements.
I don't
Oh.
allow Zoom for evidentiary hearings.
Okay. That's fine.
So that's in my preferences on
Okay, that's fine.
the, I don't find it to be reliable,
That's fine. That's fine.
so,
A day and a half.
okay. And like I said, I'm not holding anyone to it, just for the scheduling purposes. So what my intention is, whenever we finish the evidence and before the jury deliberates, so let's say we finish at noon on Tuesday of next week or Wednesday of next week, I would read the instructions Thursday morning so that the jury would have the entire day to deliberate and, to avoid issues. Any objections to that?
I don't foresee it taking that long.
I know, I'm just saying, whatever day it is, I'm not gonna send the jury out on for it to start with a half day left.
I totally understand that.
Okay.
I agree with that.
So whatever
I'm just
day
saying,
it
I
is.
don't think it's gonna be that far into next week. It might not even it might get to like maybe Monday or something.
I agree with Mr. Terry, but either way, we can arrange it that way, Your Honor.
Yes.
Okay.
We have no objection to that
Right.
arrangement. That's.
All right, so we agree there are no issues left for the jury today.
Yes.
State?
That's fine, Judge, yes.
All right, so I'm gonna call them in and I will release them until Thursday morning. I'll have them here at 8:30.
With the same admonitions,
Absolutely.
and then the alternates will come back.
We will notify the authors to be back as well. Anything else before we bring them back?
here we go.
Yes.
I definitely agree. Agree, right? We knew. I'm so glad, Benny, that justice has been served. I totally agree. And we'll go into the penalty phase on Thursday. So we'll definitely have coverage of everything on Thursday. In regards to the penalty phase and the Ronny Walker trial, if you were following that, I'll be live bringing it directly to you from the courtroom. Yeah. Yeah. Like he shouldn't have probably never got out the first time, right? And we could have had a life still here. Okay. I'm be quiet.
Adjourn you until Thursday morning at 10 a.m., where we begin the second phase of this. I want to remind you that you're to continue to follow the court's instructions. Make sure you avoid any media, TV, radio, internet that would deal with this case. If anybody tries to ask you about this case, tell them you're still part of the jury of this case and you cannot speak to them, and don't discuss the case amongst yourselves any further until such time as you're instructed to by the court. All right? With that, I will release you, or actually adjourn you, would be a better word, until 10 o'clock in the morning, Thursday of this week. Thank you.
All rise.
Sure, he's left. Y'all may be seated. Thank you. Any matters we need to discuss? If anything comes up, let me know. Just email me those things when you get them, and I'll be spending some time familiarizing myself with those and be able to jump start on it. All right, thank you. Court will be in recess till 10 a.m. Thursday morning.
Court stands in recess, please exit.
Yeah, I'll have, does Mika have the alternates numbers? Okay. I'll check with her real quick, get her to call them up. I'm sorry? We're coming back at 8:30. Just a reminder, Mr. Terry,
Yes, sir.
Ms. Bradley, we're coming back at 8:30 on Thursday.
We're coming back, yes, that's.
Yeah. Just to make sure. Yeah, thank you. Just to make note. Remember if this is or so. All right, I'll make sure me has it. All right.
If not, I can
Do
check.
you want to order that transcript from Mia or no?
Yeah, I do. I just need it just to make. So
Okay,
that-
I told her that you wanted it.
Yeah, it's just,
Okay, guys. So there we have it. We have a guilty verdict in the Ronny Walker case. Oh, we got justice for Nilexia Alexander. Oh gosh, like guilty, guilty, guilty. We go into the penalty phase on Thursday. We will be live watching it. If anybody was on my other channel, well, on my other live feed, we are going to be going back and looking at the testimony from the Christopher Davis trial today. So we're going to jump back into that. If you're over here watching the Ronny Walker verdict, please feel free to look at our trial that we're currently watching in regards to Christopher Davis, where we have nobody, circumstantial evidence. The prosecutors have an uphill battle to climb, considering we have nobody, no murder weapon, no witnesses. So check me out over there. And for all my people over here on watching the Ronny Walker, I appreciate you coming back, looking at the verdict with me. We have been watching this trial, and I will see you guys on Thursday.